Beyond the reaches of time and space, there exists a being so immense, its very presence whispers the secrets of forgotten universes. In the vast expanse of the universe where even light dares not venture, there travels an entity that defies all comprehension. Its size is unimaginable, a colossal presence that moves slowly between galaxies, leaving behind the echo of extinct worlds, extinguished stars and civilizations that once shone, but are now only stardust. This being, incomprehensible to any finite mind, floats in the darkness, alone, always alone. Its thoughts resonate like waves in the void, reaching places where no living creature could reach. It reflects on its endless existence, a consciousness that has witnessed the birth and death of countless universes, and yet still finds no company in the infinite solitude of the cosmos. I observe it from a place that is not a place, in a time that is not time. It has no physical form like the beings that inhabit planets. It is an entity made of shadow and emptiness, a manifestation of the same darkness that envelops the universe. It moves without apparent purpose, but its thoughts are filled with a deep sadness, a melancholy that only an eternity of solitude could bring about. Sometimes it pauses near a dying star or gazes at the remains of a collapsing galaxy. In those moments, its mind wanders back to the beginning, when all it knew was light, when existence was not so empty. It briefly remembers those times before darkness consumed it, before it became what it is now, a shadow that wanders endlessly. But those memories are fleeting, fading quickly, replaced by the endless darkness. The being has no voice, no way to express its desolation, but I, who exist at the edges of its consciousness, hear its thoughts, sense its feelings. It is a sadness that deepens with every second of its existence, an ever-sharpening realization that, in the vast cosmos, there is no one else like it. Centuries pass like sighs, and the entity continues its lonely journey. He explores corners of the universe where not a single atom of matter remains, where even energy seems to have given up. In these places, his loneliness is even more palpable, as if the void itself mocks his infinite existence. Eventually, the being turns his attention to himself, trying to find some meaning in his endless journey. He wonders if it is the darkness that has created him or if he is the darkness itself. But there are no answers, only more questions that are lost in the void. The shadow that is his body seems to expand, swallowing any light that has ever existed near him. Over the course of millennia, as his consciousness plunges deeper into darkness, a terrifying revelation envelops him. What if his loneliness is not accidental? What if his existence is the reason for the death of stars, for the collapse of galaxies? What if he himself is the cause of the entropy that envelops the nothingness that surrounds him? For the first time in his vast and incomprehensible life, the entity stops its movement, frozen in the void, a primitive feeling, forgotten in the deepest recesses of his being, begins to surface. Fear. It is a fear he cannot fully understand, but it invades him irremediably. He feels that his own nature is destructive, and that, without realizing it, he has been absorbing all the light, all the life, all the meaning of a universe that, slowly, is fading away. But there is no one to comfort him or to offer him answers, only the silence of the cosmos and the distant echo of a truth that he may never be able to fully understand. The being is trapped in the eternal search for a reason, in a universe that slips through his fingers like sand. As he continues his journey, one last question remains in his mind. Is he the last of his kind, or simply the first of many who will one day be lost in the darkness? The shadow, once a conscious entity, now becomes a specter of its former self. crawling through the far reaches of the universe where time no longer has any meaning. And in that last breath of reflection, a faint spark of hope emerges. If its very presence can destroy, might it one day also be able to create? Or is it doomed to always be the bringer of death and despair in a cosmos that fears it?